Hello and welcome everyone. I'm Ravi, and this is the second in the series of lectures on preparing a good application for graduate schools in the United States. In this lecture, I would be talking about how important is grade point average in your application and how you can improve your grade point average when applying these applications, when applying for these applications. So, firstly, why is the grade point average important? The grade point average is an indication of the two following important properties. So, one is that how deep is your understanding of the core concepts of the subject that you are studying in the undergraduate degree, as well as an indication of your consistency in performance. So, a lot of schools have cumulative grade point average, which basically indicates that over a period of time, you've done well in certain subjects and have exceeded in some of the proficiencies required for those subjects, right? So, my recommendation would be to focus on having a good and a high grade point average from the first year, especially on the core subjects of your field. So, for example, if you're in computer sciences, as I was, focus more on subjects like data structures, algorithms, operating systems, distributed systems, computer architecture, etc. Besides, highlighting the class rank is also pretty indicative of how well did you do. And if you were in the top 10% of the students, then usually it's a good indicator of your performance during your undergraduate school years. Besides, taking good projects and thesis in the core subjects would indicate that you want to kind of go beyond what you learned in the class and do well on those projects and have more deeper understanding of the core subjects, which will resound well um, with the grad school committee. Outlining projects that you've done in the core subjects and making them accessible, say on GitHub, for computer science students or your home pages through reports, put them on the web, put them on your resume. By putting them on the resume mix and will be really, really helpful for your application. So I'll just talk about my own experience when applying for the grad school application. I had a clear motive of going to grad school in the United States, coming out and trying to see what the education system here was like. So I focused from the first semester and got a good grade point average of around 9 out of 10. My class rank was around 8 out of 60, which was pretty much in the top 15% or 20% of the students. I did perform well on the core subjects like data structures, operating systems, architecture, and computer networks, and ensured that my core uh, proficiencies of my understanding of those subjects were pretty well. I also took a lot of advanced courses in these areas, so that indicated that I was interested in those subjects, and I did do well on those. And they also helped shape me and my understanding of what's going on as the state of the art in those areas, and also try to publish some journal articles, some reports on the projects in these areas. And these projects were more researchy. So in the next lecture, I'll talk about some of the projects that you could do and how you could build out your profile to indicate that you are interested in certain areas. And as you kind of work towards those, you would gain further deeper knowledge about those areas.